Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boy's commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boy's commentary.
Reggae Boys commentary. Like, share, and subscribe, please.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boys commentary.
Hi, I'm Chris Binney, and I'm Jamaica's #1 squash player and 9-time Caribbean champion, and you're watching Reggae Boys commentary. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button below.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cannon, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Here we are. Good evening. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is a channel where we come together to discuss Jamaican football. This is your #1 source for everything Jamaican football related. This is your hub for Jamaican football. How is everybody doing? All the best to everybody for the new year. I wish you all good health, happiness, success, and I wish that you all continue this journey on this channel as well as we push for even more milestones. At the start of 2021, I think we just had a shade over 5,000 subscribers. Now we're on the cusp of 14K. Can we get to 30K before the end of 2022? Let's keep this going. Let's keep this journey continuing. It's because of you guys why we've made this possible, and the journey has to continue. It's all down to your support, your well wishes, your hard work. Everything is down to you guys. And to support the channel, you guys know it doesn't cost much. Subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing is a very effective and simple way to do so to support the channel. So please come along on this journey. Still a lot more information to share, still more information to give you all, and more credibility to come your way. I've made it extremely clear to you all that accuracy, reliability, and credibility is something that I'll give. And you can be certain that that is something that will always stay with me, and that is something that will always live with me. So please, let's go on this journey. Let's make things happen. Let's get things sorted out. Let's ensure that things fall into place well. So let's make things happen. So I know you look at the title of this video and I see the comments coming in, and I'm going to address the comments shortly. The title of this video, I believe I titled it, "What's the Next Step for Darren Mattocks?" Now, if you haven't already, go and check out the video I did in terms of an interview with Rick Shantz, the head coach of Phoenix Rising FC in the United Soccer League. As we know, he was the coach of Junior Flemings in the 2019 and 2020 season of the USL, where Junior Flemings scored 31 goals in 46 appearances in the league. In addition to that, he also has Kevin Lambert on his books and Darren Mattocks. And in the interview that I did, my last question was in relation to Darren Mattocks, and I asked him if he had any update, if Darren Mattocks would be remaining at Rising FC next season. And he was quite candid, which I appreciate with Coach Rick. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's going to go straight to the point. And he says, no, he's not sure about the future of Darren Mattocks because the club wants to go in a younger direction in terms of the personnel that they bring in, while Darren, in another perspective, has options that he's weighing. So the way that I analyze all of that is like this, that Darren is not going to be returning to Rising FC. Never say never, as always, in the transfer market, but personally, this is how I look at the scenario. I look at the scenario as there's a 10% chance that he'll return to Rising FC next season. I personally believe that Darren will be looking at other opportunities. So I don't think it's something we should be holding our breath on. I think it's a scenario where we just have to say, okay, Darren is analyzing his options, and he could be at another club next season. 5 goals, 11 appearances. Not bad. Can he earn another MLS side? Maybe. Could he go to Canada, perhaps? That's an option as well. Could he go across the Atlantic? Scandinavia? He could. He could do that. But my instincts tell me that he'll not be returning to Rising FC, especially after what coach Rick Shant said, that the club wants to go in another direction in terms of bringing in youth into the team. So that's something that we have to pay close attention to. How does this affect him in terms of the national team? If you were to ask me right now, would I call up Darren Mattocks to take on Mexico, Panama, and Costa Rica? My answer would be no. No, I would not call him up. 5 goals, 11 appearances, decent returns, almost a goal every other game. But for me, it was not enough to warrant a selection for the January matches. Could he break into the squad for the March fixtures? He could. It really depends on where he is by then. It depends on what is the scenario at that point in time. So I'm curious to see how things will transpire, how things will work out, so that everything can just fall into place where Darren Mattocks is concerned, because I genuinely feel that he's somebody that has still something to offer in Jamaican football. Maybe not as a week in, week out player that plays every game for Jamaica, but I still feel that a player of his caliber still has something to offer, even if it means in the CONCACAF Nations League, because look, most of his goals have come against CONCACAF and CFU opposition. So I do think you're going to need his sort of guile and experience, because it's not easy playing in CONCACAF. You do need a couple of games to settle in. You can't just come in and just walk into the team like that. You need games to come, settle in, because CONCACAF is no walkover. Teams are, when they represent their country, they have all 3 million people or 8 million people behind them in Panama, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Honduras. CONCACAF is a different animal. So having Darren Mattocks in for League A of the CONCACAF Nations League later this calendar year, I think would do more good than bad for the national program. Even if he's not part of the squad for the World Cup qualifying campaign, look guys, time waits on nobody, and we can't travel back in time. And after the March window, if we haven't finished 4th, we have to be looking ahead to the CONCACAF Nations League campaign and Gold Cup 2023, which of course is a tournament that we can win. So that is where our eyes have to head after the World Cup qualifying campaign, if Jamaica does not finish their top 3 or 4th. That's something that we really have to pay special attention to. So hopefully it's something that gets the importance that we need. I will be speaking about what Rick Shan said about Kevin Lambert and also Julian Flemings quite shortly. But before that, I'm going to have a look at the questions that you guys have been saying in the comments as well. I'll read what you guys have been saying, and you give me your thoughts about Darren Mattocks as well, and I'll give my responses to that. But do check out the interview I did with Rick Shantz. So it's the last video that I did on this channel, and Rick Chance gave an update, spoke about how proud he feels about Junior Flemings, about Kevin Lambert, and also the situation with Darren Mattocks. So you do want to pay special attention to that. Dwayne Morrison says, big up Simon. Dwayne Morrison, can you tell us what's happening with Lewis Baker? Well, Lewis Baker does not have a Jamaican passport. Has he started the process as yet? Not that I'm aware of. Abdi says, evening, Simon. Evening. Big up Simon, says Fresh God. Big up. Dwayne Morrison says, Mattocks time done. I disagree, although I do believe that his best days are behind him. I wouldn't say he's done. Remember, this is a guy that's not early 30s, and you do need some experienced veterans moving forward in the program. And like I said, to come up against the Caribbean and Central American opposition, we do need Mattocks and experience. Like, this is a guy that has scored on Central American soil, won games on Central American soil for Jamaica, Nicaragua, scored against Caribbean opposition, etc., etc., etc. Let's Simon said, Dr. Hero. Unseen Sports TV says, big up, bro. Big up, boss. Keep up the hard work that you're doing, and we will be in touch for sure. Mattocks get enough time him to hype, says Travis Pessoa. You know, I'll answer the question like this. Everybody has a different style in how they approach things. Oral Tracy likes to be the arrogant, haughty type. For me, you know me already. I'm a calm and composed individual. You don't see me beating my chest. Everybody has their style. That's Darren's style. Should he have accomplished more in his career? Yes. A lot more. He shouldn't have been, in my opinion, Major League Soccer for those many years. After his second season at Vancouver, for me, he should have gone in another direction. Europe. Errol Brown says, Simon say. Oh, what Simon say? J King says, hey Simon, what's up, J King? You good? Big up Fresh God. Yep, big up. Yannick Davis. I think Mattocks deserves another call up. The lad is better than USL. I understand, yes, he deserves a call up, but for the World Cup qualifying cycle, I'm not sure. But for Nations League, yes. Omar says, up Simon. Yep, agreed. Fresh God says, Mattocks time done for the national team. I don't think so, to be honest with you. Well, I don't want it to be finished. What's the latest with Damar Gray? He still does not have a Jamaican passport. Mattocks time done, says Big DLN. Nah. Yes, you do have to look to the future, but at the same time, you do need a pool, because just like in a World Cup qualifying campaign is the same thing that can happen at the Gold Cup and in Nations League. You will have injuries. You will have suspensions. You will have players that miss their flights. You will have players that even lose their minds. So that's why you need depth, and depth. March, what do you think? A joke thing this with striker might get picked over Boza, Antonio, Andre Garuf. I didn't say he was going to get picked over any of those guys. And I never said that he was going to be starting. I said being part of the squad itself. Information King Simon, Melvin Levy. Enough respect, sir. Fresh God. Darren finished. No. Latest on Damar Gray. Damar Gray is still to receive a Jamaican passport. He's close, but he has not received it just yet. Fresh God says, I would give Nico Brett a try over Mattocks. I understand why you say that, and I would not be disappointed if Nico Brett gets in the fold over Darren Mattocks. So it's a good point. I respect that, because this is somebody that deserves it and has been knocking on the door for quite some time. For the past, I would say 4 seasons. 2018 at the Pittsburgh Riverhounds is when Nico Brett really stamped his authority and said, listen, I'm a goal scorer too, you know. Mattocks time done. Him feel left out the national team. Nah. Only reason why Mattocks will get a call up is out of respect, because he has been a good servant for Jamaican football. Yeah, reputation. Up. Trevor says, time for Atkinson, Beckford, Paris, Campbell, Chung. These younger players deserve a look in the national team over Mattocks at this time. They'll get their chance. They will get their chance. Wayne Carnegie says, up. What do you think we call up? Nico Brett? I'm happy to have Nico Brett involved. Big up Simon, your show large. I disagree on Mattocks though. We need to move forward. Big up Sir Lou. Hope you're doing well. I understand why you say what you say. Like I said, for the January window, I would not call him up. And even if Darren Mattocks is in the fold, it doesn't mean that we're not going forward, in my view, because we still have individuals that will be injected into the pool that are young, that are hungry, that are talented, that are teenagers or early 20s that deserve to be in the fold. My point is that Darren Mattocks at 30, 31 is not somebody that you could just discard. So that's what I feel about it. Davian McCleary says, up. J-Ro says, big up, Simon, big up. What is the deal with Gareth McCleary? He's doing his thing at Wickham Wanderers. Kemar Roof. Raise the roof for Kemar Roof. I'll take Mattocks over East. Does Ethan Laird have Jamaica roots? Yes, Ethan Laird was born to Jamaican parents. You will even have players that lose their minds. Of course, it is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. How far do we want to go back? Do we want to go to the Chris Humphrey debacle of 2012? Do we want to go back to Walter Boyd of 2001 versus USA? Or should we go to the 2010 World Cup qualifying cycle with Marlon King? Marlon King didn't lose his mind. But our coach in the 2010 cycle, who was not Tapo, did not call up Marlon King. I've said what I've had to say. I don't see how we can achieve anything choosing players like Mattocks in the future. He's in his 30s in the USL, meanwhile, promising strikers in the UK and also many other best strikers. The reality is, David Nicholson, is that players who might be on our radar, players who might be targeting, may not make themselves available for CONCACAF Nations League football. They might make themselves available for Gold Cup and World Cup qualifying, and of course the Gold Cup itself, or the World Cup itself. So, Nations League, they might not make themselves available. But in the Nations League, which is played in our region, who better to have somebody that has scored against USA, Mexico, Nicaragua, Trinidad, Martinique, Darren Mattocks in the squad. Not in the starting 11, but in the squad. Somebody that has been there, done that. So that is the reason for my inclusion of Darren Mattocks in a 23-man squad in the CONCACAF Nations League. Jamaica better striker than Brett. You're not going to pick over Boza, Gray, Antonio Burkroof. Yeah, there are better players out there. But he deserves at least a cap to his name for all the hard work that he has committed. Simon, when we fail to qualify for the World Cup, who do you think from the English-born players will stop turning up for the Reggae Boys duty? It's a good question. Pinnock? Pinnock? I could just see David Moyes telling Mikel Antonio that, why are you going to travel 9 hours to go and play against Montserrat, even though they're not in League of the Nations League, but why are you going to travel 9 hours to play a game that is not a World Cup qualifier? I just feel something like that could happen. So Pinnock, Antonio, I could definitely see Liam Moore coming back, Mariappa coming, Gregory coming, Daniel Johnson, perhaps. Ravel loves his trips to Jamaica, so Ravel will make himself available. What Jamaican player could you see make a move to Europe? Jamaican-born player. Dwayne Busy Atkinson. Simon, what is your starting lineup for Peru? I will get to that in another video. I will work on that in another video. Bless Up says, okay. Yannick Davis says, I hope Hall will find a way to play 3 at the back so we can add Pinnock. 3-5-2. I'd be open to a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3. He should have. Jamie Ricketts, Ethan Laird moved to Bournemouth today. Yes, Bournemouth, as we know, are the top team in the English Championship, and he will be decking out alongside Jamal Lowe. So, yeah, that's something for us to look forward to. Jamal Lowe can have a word with Ethan Laird. So, yeah, if I get a chance to talk to Jamal Lowe, yeah. Mattocks' current level, when you compare it to other Jamaican strikers and other strikers around the world, is not good enough. If you're looking at output, 5 goals, 11 games, it's not bad. But like I said already, in terms of what he has done against these oppositions, he deserves at least one more run out in national colours. If he plays the Nations League campaign and can't even get a shot on target, then you know for sure his days are done. Speaking of McCleary, if we could go back to for Mattocks and recruit Davis, why not McCleary? Isn't he playing regularly? He starts every now and again, but sometimes you see him coming off the bench last half an hour or so. I wouldn't say week in, week out player, but he plays. Obviously, it wouldn't be for World Cup qualifying, I speak of McCleary, but for smaller competitions. Yeah, McCleary still has the ability. What's the latest on Casey Palmer transfer? The truth is that Huddersfield Town and Birmingham City have entered the picture, so that's the reason why there's a delay with the QPR. But you might say, Simon, QPR are higher in the table. Why doesn't he just go to QPR? Well, at the end of the day, money talks, and sometimes it's about what the manager tells you or what is most appealing, how the manager of that club sells the club to you, because other managers might tell Casey that they're going to build a squad around him and that might entice him to go there instead of going to QPR where he might play once every 3 games. And does Casey Palmer want to play once every 3 games? No, he wants to play every single game, and that is understandable. Simon, what do we expect when we approach these players? Look at us as a footballing nation. I'm sure the way we approach football players is also poor. We'll have to have a discussion about this another time, but personally, it has to be done. It has to be planned. I know that, for example, if we're going to go and talk to Ethan Laird, weeks or even months in advance to plan out, okay, guys, which Bournemouth games are we going to watch? Can we contact representatives of Bournemouth so that after the game we can have a chat with Ethan Laird? Can we take Ethan Laird out to dinner? Have a general conversation? And then the next day we have something more serious and listen, the plans moving forward, and that 2026 he's going to be the best right back in CONCACAF. You have to sell the picture. McClare time come, and I don't know why go back for him. Age doesn't define the player. Look at Anthony Grant. Simon, why might I draw you out with that question? Which question? Must win 5 games to go World Cup. Can win 4 games and draw 2. That is what we can do. I'm certain that we can convince some of these players, but we aren't doing it anywhere near right. There's a right way to do things. So, yeah. Lulu says, we will be making it to Qatar. Yeah, buy me a ticket. Qatar ticket not cheap enough, brethren, because you have to go Kingston to New York, New York to Doha. Because that's what I did coming back from the Far East. I had to go to Dubai, Qatar, New York, Florida, Jamaica. But I tell you though, Qatar Airways. Hey guys, save on the money. Qatar Airways is the best airline in the world. Look, I've been on Emirates, I've been on British Airways, I've been on Air France, I've been on Air Canada, I've been on American, I've been on Delta, JetBlue, Air Jamaica, Caribbean Airlines, Liat, you name it, I've been on that airline. KLM, you name it, I've been on that airline. But let me tell you something, absolutely nothing beats Qatar Airlines. The only airline that comes close is Emirates. Only Qatar Airways eclipse it, and it's just. I'm telling you guys. Question, Simon, what is the deal with Jordan Fletcher transfer? How has it not come through as yet? The reason why it hasn't come through as yet is that the international clearance has not arrived as yet. That is the reason. I think the reason why Paul Hall called fast play is because he wants to press. Yep. Why Dennis Taylor is not included in the friendly squad? Paul Hall wants to have a look at Amal Knight. I don't think so. He's not leaving right now. Are we getting Lewis Baker? Not for January. What's the deal with Rolando Aarons? This guy's a bona fide yard man. I know. This is a man that was born in Jamaica. This is a man that has a Jamaican passport. The Gold Cup, he should have been in the frame, but there was an injury he suffered at Huddersfield Town. The man is still injured. The man needs to get fit and get some games. If he can show that he can prove that he can be fit, perhaps he can get a call-up, but the man needs to learn how to be fit. Man is 26 now. Can you believe that? Or 26 going on 27. Man is almost my age. Man old. I want us to press Peru and Mexico. I want us to press Peru, but not necessarily Mexico. Because Mexico is already going to come at us, so we can get them on the counter. We don't even have a running website, and our federation is trying, but they just don't have the expertise to do what is required. Simon, you should run the JFF website. Okay. I think they should give Mattocks a run with Peru and see what happens from there. Well, he's not called up, so yeah. Canada have a lot of road games. They do, and they play us in their last home game of the season. By then, they should qualify, so they should field a B or C team, and by then we should be able to secure qualification for sure. Big up yourself, Simon says clinical. Yeah, man, a clinical striker, you know. Image, style of me. Starball and a skimmage. You guys know the song. You guys know the song I go, right? Big up Simon says Timur Peterkin. We can be doing so much better in so many areas, but we need new personnel involved in our federation. That's the main issue. If they don't go there, basically, no point in supporting them anymore. We're bound to fail, says David Nicholson. I hear you. How will Ravel and Anthony travel to Qatar if they have to travel to USA first? My friend, you can have a connecting flight in Canada. And remember, these guys would not come to Jamaica and then travel to Qatar. They would travel from London or Manchester, and they have non-stop flights to Doha. So they wouldn't have to stop in the US. But if they're going to meet as a group leaving from Jamaica after we qualify, then Toronto and then Toronto to Doha. What's up with Andre Blake and QPR? Don't expect anything until the summer. Masika image. Grateful and gifted cups are me addicted. I saw the song go. How the next one go again? You're my light in the darkest times. Masika. I've been listening too much to Masika. But image. And send for 5 more friend. Canada's not a team that will feel their B team. They want to do the best they can. They have ambition. Yep, they have ambition, but they're not going to risk their star players if they've already qualified. Or more so, Jeff itself, Simon. Peru squad call it. Yeah. If you fail to prepare to fail. A lesson to the personnel at the JFF. Well, we know that. I don't listen to anything transfer related from ESPN. I have Fabrizio Romano for that. Okay. Raheem Grove says Reggae Boys got talent, but they lack leadership. Tyrese LFC says, will 4 games and 2 draws? 4 wins and 2 draws can get us 4th. It can. Of course, you want to win all 6 if possible. If you win 5 games and draw 1, perhaps you could squeeze 3rd. But honestly speaking, I genuinely feel that 4 wins and 2 draws can get us over the line. Meaning 4th. What are your thoughts, Reggae Boys fans? Let me know. And I'm going to provide an update. I'm going to provide an update right now as it relates to Kevin Lambert's situation. Simon Massacre, are you artist? Did you hear the 438 album? Me no pain in every language, Spanish and Portuguese. Fight the fight like Chinese and Japanese. So that's a song that goes, me can tell you pain in every language. How the next one go? No, I can't sing the Steph London one. So what's up with Darren Mattocks? I'm a bit late on here. The situation with Darren Mattocks is like this. I had an interview with Rick Shantz earlier today, the head coach of Phoenix Rising FC, the same club that Darren Mattocks is currently attached to. And I asked him if Darren Mattocks will be returning to Phoenix Rising FC next season. And Rick says, based on the direction from the owners, the club wants to go in another direction as it relates to players. They want to bring in more youth so that they could build for the future. So they'll rather give players like Kevin Lambert in their early 20s 2-year, 3-year deals instead of a player in their 30s like Darren Mattocks, a rolling 1-year contract. So he said that Darren has opportunities that he's weighing, and Phoenix Rising FC are more looking in the direction of bringing in younger players. So from all of that, I take from all of that Darren Mattocks will not return for the 2022 season. The only thing that might give it a glimmer of hope is that he said that he's in constant dialogue with Darren Mattocks' agent and with Darren to see if it's something that can come over the line. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens there. Nah, Suicide is not the best one. Best song. I think Pain is the best song on the 438. I wonder who would be the likely opponent if we finish fourth. If we finish fourth, then that would be the winner of the Oceania region. So it could be New Zealand, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Fiji, not Tahiti. Yeah. Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, New Zealand. I think it would be New Zealand. Mario Riley says, I hope Peter Lee Vassell starts the friendly. Yeah, I hope he gets to. David Nicholson, they're locking everything. What's next for Peter Lee Vassell? Man need a club. Simple enough, simple so. Why did Nicu Daly not get a call up for the Peru game? Decent youngster. Nicu needs to lose some weight. No, but in all seriousness though, Nicu deserves at least a cap for Jamaica. But guess what? You can't fit 50 players into a 23-man squad, so he's going to have to be a bit more patient for his opportunity. I think we should play a 5-4-2 formation. Well, if only 12 players could play on a football field, my friend, because that would be way too much players to play. I guess you mean 4-5-1. What are some things that regular people like myself can do to help the team make it to the World Cup? Go into players' Instagram, like their posts, like their stories, and comment. Hit them up in them DMs. Do the same for Dalton Wint. The same for my crickets. Yeah. If we get past Mexico, our confidence will be high going forward. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up with Jakey? Any more on the horizon? So if anybody who may not be aware, Jakey is Peter Lee Vassell. And Peter Lee Vassell was released by his club in the USL, in the 11. So he's on the hunt for another club. Cataract Ultras check in. You certainly have checked in, Mr. Blake. Can Darren Mattocks come back in the Jamaica team? He can. He can. Jamaica is coming third in the World Cup qualifying. God is in control. God is in control, you're right, but you forgot one thing. God is not partial, so God is not going to lean towards one country over the other. But I get your point. You still have King. Man, a king in a hurt. You know the Massacre song? Man, a king in a hurt. In fact, I think like in March this year, I went to the Burj Al Arab, the 7-star hotel. I think I took a picture outside or inside, wherever. And a man quoted the song, Man, a king in the earth. We just have to laugh. Why did Martin Davis get a call up? Good question. Simon, please investigate the situation with Kyle Walker-Peters and why his interest has reportedly gone cold. Okay. Simon, what do you think about Nathaniel Adama-Laken? Nathaniel Adama-Laken. Let me sit up properly for this one. Nathaniel Adama-Laken is one of Jamaica's best finishers under the age of 25. Finisher. You give this guy 10 chances, he'll put away 7 of them. That's how highly I rate Nathaniel. His sister is a pretty decent footballer as well for the Reggae Girls, but Nathaniel, for me, if he can just get a club next season, banging those goals, then I see no reason why he can't get a national call-up. He deserves it. He deserves it. Mexico is without Lozano for this match. Lainez is very talented, though. If he plays well, he'll cause problems. Yeah. You know who else will cause problems? Mikel Antonio. Have the JFF started to promote the Mexico game yet? No, they have not. Cataract JFF took too long, that's why. There you go. Cabotla is training to play in the JPL or Malta League. Good question. What do you think the full strength squad will be like for the Mexico and Panama games? And do you think we can beat Panama and Panama? Yes, we can, especially since they don't have fans. Why didn't you get a call up? I don't know, Hot Chili. What is your name? Do you play for a club? Do you have a Jamaican passport? Can you play football? Simon, Massacre deserve a Grammy for that album, you know. I'm going to tell you something. Massacre is intelligent. Really intelligent. I would love to hear him do a Reggae Boys song. We name Reggae Boys, we have the talented side. Run up and down on the football pitch. Pass the ball to Antonio Peratich. And everybody know when you have the boy named Antonio, bust up the net like bulldozer. Something like that, right? Tell the JFF every country had their player's name on their jerseys. We know, and we know, and we know, we know, we know, we know. Since the 1998 qualifiers, we haven't had names on the back of our shirts. We know. The only time we have names on the back of our shirt, we know, is when it comes to Gold Cup. We know, we know, we know, we know. Colin Quest says, we have too much strikers now. You can never have too much strikers. You can never have too much strikers. You can never have too much strikers. Simon, is Tariq Mitchell or Nathan Ferguson going to be joining the program? Not in January. Where's Peter Lee going? Peru para jugar fútbol. Peter Lee Vassel va a ir a Perú para el partido de fútbol Jamaica con Perú antes de los partidos con México, Panamá y Costa Rica. As long as you're not the songwriter. You know? This is a public channel, so I will not express what I'm going to say to you publicly. But I will sing it to you in one way. Bad mind gets the best of them. Mesite. Them claims that am I a friend. Bad mind get the best of them. That's all I can say. Where is Deshane Beckford going next? I think he's going to do another year in the USL. Calabar produced the best athletes or best artists. Baby Sham, Cartel, Massacre, just to name a few. Calabar is a good school. That's where my father went. My brother went. Outstanding athletes there too. Simon, please answer this. Does the numbers for players' jerseys have to be 1 to 23 for World Cup qualifying? Yes. Mattocks is a good player. I will have him on my team. Have him in my team. Anything you guys talking about is not good going forward, so I don't see any Mattocks working hard. Yeah, I hear you. What's the latest news? Darren Mattocks potentially not returning to Rising FC next season. Simon, you the G since you're Massacre. Yeah. To be honest, Massacre is not my favorite artist, but I rate his tunes for sure. You know, there's a special individual that introduced the songs to me, and I'm grateful. So thank you, and you know who you are. But in all seriousness, though, it's very deep, the lyrics, and it's motivational as well. It's about life and what lies ahead, motivation, focus, being driven, and everything of that nature. We need to start following Craig Butler's systems. Okay. Nick Ferrer says, rate this channel. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. We're this close, guys. This close, guys, to 14,000 subscribers. Let's go there. Any clubs interested in Peter Lee? Yeah, in the USL. Friends don't let friends sing when them can't hold a key or a note. You know? A lot of people didn't like the idea when Anthony Grant was introduced in the program. Why we are called up League 1, League 2 baller, 34-year-old. But guess what? He's the first name on the team sheet now. So whatever you want to say with my notes and my tones and my keys, it improves. Any move from McGee during this window? Cass Upin are keen to keep him. Any word on Peter McGregor? He went out on loan to the Swedish third tier. McGee getting a transfer? No. Morrison need more game time. Yeah. He does. I agree. Mattocks has something different. Family. We say family. We love a family till we art. That's popcorn, guys. I know not the popcorn that we eat, but yeah, man, big up yourself. I know this brother yeah, for almost 30 years, Basically, like my first virgin going to school and thing, Yeah, obviously by the name you can tell who he is, but more importantly, enough respect, and we keep the link. Yeah, man. We'll link up. I'll keep the link, you see me? No transfer for McGee out of UPenn anytime soon. I spoke with his agent, and Cass UPenn are keen to hold on to Tyreek McGee. They claim that he's part of their project for the future. However, they're not keen to let him go permanently. If McGee goes anywhere, it will only be on loan, but they have no intention of selling the player for now. Most likely. We need a proper system. Butler needs a national youth coach job. I agree with the youth system, yeah. Grant does not have 2 left feet. And I don't have 2 left tongues either. Anthony Grant's been sitting on the bench for his club in recent games. Can you say why? I think it's spite from the coach for international duty. I hope he plays against Manchester City tomorrow. I'm hoping that will happen. Oxlade Chamberlain has Jamaican background. Yes, I know he has Jamaican heritage. I'm aware. I've been aware of that since the day he represented England for the first time almost a decade ago. I'm aware. Well, over a decade ago, I should say. (2022) controversy. Where do you stand on the Grant versus Davis comparison? Who should partner Speedy? The simple answer is Anthony Grant, because you have to be a football purist to appreciate what Anthony Grant does on a football pitch. What Davis does, you clearly see it with the eyes. But if you really, really appreciate football and its core values, everybody knows that Anthony Grant is the man that you have in the middle of the park with Speedy. Davis, you have 5 minutes left. You're trying to defend a 1-goal lead. You're trying to lock up shop and clean up things and defend for your life. Of course, I bring in Davis and tell Davis be a rugby league player for the last 5 minutes of the game. But Anthony Grant, to offer that stability, that presence. Should they both be deployed together, Speedy and Grant? Of course. At this point in time, no qualms with that whatsoever. So why not play them then if he is one of our future? I don't even know what you're talking about. I just hope Paul Hall is very attacking because, yeah, I think the attacking gems are elements that we can look forward to. We need crosses into the box for Antonio too. Yes, we do. Kevin Stewart, good for Jamaica. Yeah, him have a passport, if that's what you mean. So him have the same blue book that you and I have. There's an injury in Swindon midfield, so let's see how far he'll be willing to go with a bad mind thing. Stop pressure the man to retire from international football. I've never told a man to retire from international football. Look, Anthony Grant for me can play all the 2026 cycle if he wants. Me no do that. Anthony Grant should play Nations League later this year, and Anthony Grant should play Gold Cup 2023 for me. All right? Simon, is it true that Mattocks have been dropped from the squad because the last time he was in, he was chartered his own taxi and didn't travel to the team? No. My formation versus Mexico is 4-3-3. Okay. What's your starting 11? I'll do that in another video. Let me ask the question in a different way. What do you think the chances are for Nathan Ferguson and Tyreek McGee to join the team in the future? For both players, 5 out of 10 each. And the reason why I say that is because neither have been contacted in great deal just yet. There's been general inquiries, but nothing deeper than that. Stewart and Jordan Cousins both have long-term injuries, both want to recover. Yeah, that's true. Stick to sports commentary. You clearly can't DJ. And I'll say again, bad mind get the best of them. Bad mind get the best of them. Oh, Swindon manager. Yeah, man. Does Damari Gray have a passport? No, Damari Gray does not have a Jamaican passport. My understanding is that by next week it could be ready. There's a push to make it ready by tomorrow, but I think tomorrow would be too tight. But I do expect sometime next week. So I hope that everything is printed. Yeah, you know how things work when they print. Printing takes time and energy and money and resources and people who are not lazy. Develop McGee in FIFA 22 from 58 to 80% potential. Nice. So why not play McGee then if he's one for the future? Strange, blend him in the squad from now. I really cannot understand Cassie Pen. Yeah, it's a bizarre one. It's a really, really bizarre one. I honestly think that it's a scenario that can't be avoided. It's one that relies on a lot of patience, discipline. So let's see. Let's see how all of this comes together. Clearly, there's some work to be done. So let's see. You heard the man. You heard Cataract. Let's get to 100 likes. Get to 100 likes. And I, Simon, Richard, Latham, Rupert Preston. Come on, guys. I know you want to know what is the deal. Morgan Gibbs-White. I, Simon Preston, will get to. If you guys get me to 100 likes, I will provide a what is the deal on Morgan Gibbs-White. Let me repeat that one more time. I, Simon, Richard, Latham, Rupert, Emmanuel Preston, will provide a what is the deal on Morgan Gibbs-White. Let's see you guys. 100 likes. I'll provide a what is the deal on Morgan Gibbs-White. Okay? Let's see. See what you guys are saying. Toddy Cantwell. What happened to Tony? Is he confused? He's waiting on England. McGee need Kofoot soup. Simon, my money's on Morocco to win this year's AFCON. Morocco have a good chance to, you know. With Antonio in the team, would it be crazy to deploy Shamar on the left in a front three and make him a super sub? No. Shamar needs to be playing through the whole or like a 4-4-2 with Antonio up top. Big up, bro. Big up, Sheldon. Big up, bro. Hope you're doing good. Senegal Timiting says concept. My African team is Nigeria. Nigeria is the team that I support when it comes to the African Cup of Nations, the Super Eagles. When it comes to the Asia Cup, I like Japan. When it comes to Copa America, I like Chile. When it comes to Euros, you know, obviously it's England. When it comes to CONCACAF Gold Cup, and obviously it's Jamaica. What time is the Mexico game? 7 p.m. Jamaica time. Get the likes up. Yep. Who? Simon Rupert, no bother with your regular. What is the deal? Style players is aware. Or is Jamaica heritage? Well, you want me to lie to the people or you want the truth? What you want? You want me to lie? You really want me to lie? You want me to lie and be like, oh, Morgan Gibbs-White wants to start for Jamaica and he's not going to come unless he starts. That's what I want. I'm not telling a lie to the people. I must say mad. Can't lie to the people. I have a reputation to maintain, you know. What about Nathan Ferguson? Sorry, but Algeria winning the AFCON says clinical. Okay. Which player excited to see for the Peru game? Dwayne Busy Atkinson. How effective is Bose as a second striker? I prefer him through the hole, to be honest with you. Would you look at that? We have gotten over 100 likes. We've gotten over 100 likes. Great. So, this weekend, you all will get an update on Morgan Gibbs-White. All right, guys? You all will get an update on Morgan Gibbs-White this weekend. Let me rephrase. I'm saying that I think Senegal will win. Okay. In Africa, my support is Tanzania. Okay. Will I support Nigeria when it's time for the Africa Cup of Nations? Super Eagles. I like the jersey. They always have some colorful jerseys. You know, it's like a kit that you can rock on the road and stuff, you know? Good players. I had the privilege to see Nwanu Kanu play live. JJ Okocha. Great, talented football players. Good team. Good team. Bad mind. Bad mind. Bad friend you are. I support Nigeria and then second Senegal, but I think Morocco will win since Mr. Galaxy. Alex Marshall's renewed his contract in Canada. Yes, Alex Marshall has signed a new 2-year contract with Halifax Wanderers in the Canadian Premier League. So this will tie him to the Nova Scotia-based club until the summer of 2023. Well, not the summer of 2023, but the end of 2023. So Alex Marshall will be there for some time. What else? Nicholas Hamilton at York United. He's been released from York United. So he will not be at the club next season. Played 15 games and didn't score a single goal. That's the latest with our friend there, Nicholas Hamilton. I'm not sure the exact date, you know, but this month for sure. No Aubameyang for Gabon. This is interesting. If Aubameyang had waited a couple more years, could he have made the French team? Possibly. Possibly. I thought Marshall was going to go elsewhere, though. Did he have any other offers? Not that I'm aware of. What do you want me to say about John Barnes? What do you want me to say? He's a man that hasn't coached in over a decade. What else do you want me to say? So, Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you process all of this information? Are you looking forward to the time where we speak about Morgan Gibbs-White, who, by the way, has left Wolves, and he's actually on loan at Sheffield United, rather. Doing good things at Sheffield United, actually. Scoring goals, creating assists in the Championship. World Cup winner at under 17 level. World Cup winner. So, yeah. Is Speed working on Topi out of the JPL as he has a green card, etc.? Maybe. Afghan ball, I go roll, EPL need for respect the thing, but COVID running rat. That's the thing. I think Antonio Bale and Shamar should be in the front three up McGee behind. Yeah, I think Afghan start on the 9th. Yeah. Richie says true. So, Reggae Boys fans, how is everybody doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Thank you for your loyal support for the first Reggae Boys commentary live of 2022. Wow, it feels weird. 2022. We're in a World Cup year. So in another 10 months, we could see Jamaica in the World Cup, or we're watching from the sidelines and planning for 2026. What will happen? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let me know what you feel. Mr. Catterick says that he's the closest player of Jamaican heritage to Smith Rowe and way better than Casey Palmer. Let's just say that Morgan is a good lad. Don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary, lads. Take care.